Most people think that those who attend church services, they are all holy, good people, courteous, polite, generous, and caring. If you have found such a church, most likely it will be the church in heaven, not the church on earth. When people are hurt by fellow Catholics and by their priest, they become resentful and they leave the church, and then declaring that everyone in the church is a hypocrite. My dear brothers and sisters, if you were to condemn those people who are imperfect, those who are sinners, then you have condemned yourself. Because if you are truly so perfect, then you should be forgiving. You should be able to tolerate. You should be able to make excuses for them. You should be able to accept the humiliation and the inconvenience. The fact that you cannot, it means to say you too are not perfect. We must be careful that we do not make the Church of Christ on earth as if it is a perfect, exclusive church, only for those who are good, saintly, and holy. It would be very dangerous because then we fall into the same temptation of the world in creating a spiritual eugenics in the Christian community. That is to say, only those who are holy, super holy, those who are supermen and superwomen, those who have no imperfections in their life, no moral imperfections, they deserve to be in church. Of course, my dear brothers and sisters, this is never the case. The church is truly a church of sinners becoming a church of saints. All of us are pilgrims. None of us is perfect. We have all kinds of people in our church. We have those who are spiritually very deep in their spiritual life. We have those who are beginners. We have those who come from very poor background. There are those people who come from better background. There are those who are very intellectual, who wants, very lofty homily. There are some who want simple words. So different people have different needs. Some are very devotional. Or some prefer the extraordinary Mass, some want the charismatic Mass, some want contemplation, some want meditation. All kinds of people in our church. And we have to be clear that different people have different needs. They have different preferences. And this is where being Catholic does not mean unity in uniformity. It's unity in diversity. Embracing all our differences, all our eccentricities, all our needs, because the church is meant for everyone, including the sinners. So there will be shortcomings. This is the reality. Because as church, we are pilgrim church. Pilgrim means on the way. We have not yet arrived. And because we are on the way, that's why we need the church. The church is a place of refuge for us. Give us the ambience where we can grow in faith, where we are accepted and loved, not because we are good and holy. If the church accepts you because you are good and holy, you don't need the church anymore. You can go straight to heaven. You can canonize yourself. But precisely in the church, even though we are sinners and the people accept us, isn't it true? That is what it means to be in a family. In a family, even though we are not so intelligent, we are not the best, our parents will still love us all the same. We can be ourselves at home. We don't have to put up a show, but we try our best to be nice to one another. It doesn't mean to say, therefore, we just behave as we like. But we are weak. And so in the Christian community, it is through prayers, through fellowship, study of scriptures, through worship, through the sacraments of the Eucharist, reconciliation, through all these means, we grow in grace. We grow in maturity. So, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ, we need to have a more compassionate, positive attitude towards imperfections in the church. If you think the church is not doing well, as I said, not good enough for you, please come forward. Volunteer yourself. You come because we are short of manpower, really. We really need you. So, my dear brothers and sisters, we are all trying our best. And so it's very important for us that as church, we need to understand that this is where the Lord is changing us, molding us. And God is always giving us opportunity to change our lives. So long as we don't give up on ourselves, God will never give up on us. The only real problem is when we give up on ourselves, when we think that we can not change, when we think we are incorrigible sinners. That is what the devil wants. Give up on yourself. You cannot change. You are a damn sinner. When we have that kind of attitude, then the grace of God will be difficult to penetrate into our hearts. So long as we recognize that we are sinners, we are imperfect like the rest, and we are trying to change, grace will be there. And God is patient. God is waiting for us. God will supply us the grace, send us people to help us, so that we never give up. Never give up. There are sinners, there are saints, more saintly than others. Why? So that we can help each other to grow. Those who are sickly will test those who are strong. So if you think you're very holy, then precisely the sinners test your holiness to see how virtuous you are, how patient, how forgiving, how kind. If you fail the test, means precisely you are not yet a saint. Otherwise, you would be canonized. So it is through all these interaction, the rich and the poor helping the rich to give themselves, the poor helping the rich to enjoy a greater, deeper meaning in life, in service, in love. So different people in the church, weak or strong, we are actually purifying each other in faith, in love. So don't think that sometimes we have difficult people in our offices, in our homes, in the community. We need to get rid of them. In fact, they are sent there because God sent us these thorns so that we become beautiful roses. So we must make use of everything that the Lord has provided us. And it's through all these things, good and bad, we perfect ourselves and we become more and more like Christ.